Today on Upfront, the state of startups. These small, often fast-growing businesses are vital to the state's economy, but Wisconsin lags other states in startup activity. Today on Upfront, what big businesses are doing to help smaller ones get off the ground. My guest is Northwestern Mutual CEO John Schlifske. Then a startup success story, the Milwaukee business merging taste and technology and creating jobs in the process. Plus, former candidate for governor Mary Burke starting up a nonprofit, what she learned from the campaign and how she's using it to help other women.
Covering the issues important to Wisconsin. This is Upfront with Mike Goucher.
Hello again and welcome to Upfront. If you're looking for a sleeper issue in this year's race for governor, keep an eye on how Wisconsin is doing with startups, those newly created, fast-growing businesses that are key to a state or region's economic growth and vitality. Wisconsin has struggled with startup activity. Last May, the Kauffman Foundation ranked Wisconsin 25th out of the 25 largest states in startup activity. Among the 40 largest metro areas, Milwaukee ranked 39th. And yet there are signs that better days may lie ahead. Earlier this month, 10 cities around the state participated in Startup Week Wisconsin. In Milwaukee alone, more than 4,100 people attended related events. Madison has emerged as a hub for tech startups. And in recent weeks, major corporations have committed to investing in startups in both Northeast Wisconsin and in Milwaukee. Microsoft, whose top 2 executives have Wisconsin ties, is partnering with the Packers to build a technology and innovation center in Green Bay's new Titletown district. And in Milwaukee, Aurora Healthcare and the insurance giant Northwestern Mutual are each investing $5 million to support local Milwaukee startups. Today on Upfront, we're talking startups, and we begin with Northwestern Mutual's decision to create something called the Cream City Venture Capital Fund. I spoke recently with the company's president and CEO, John Schlifske. Let's talk about your venture capital fund. What was the impetus behind this?
Well, the impetus was we're trying to build a more robust technological community here in Milwaukee to attract people to come and work in the digital space in Milwaukee. And one thing we saw that was missing was a vibrant startup community. There's just not a lot of investment or opportunity for people to build businesses that way. And we thought one of the ways we could do it is to have our own fund. We're, as you know, we're a big company. We have about $225 billion of assets that we manage for our policy owners, and to take $5 million of that and put it to work to grow a startup community in Milwaukee seemed like a really good idea.
So practically speaking, how will it work? If I'm a young company or I've got an idea for a young company, how does this work?
So you'd put a proposal together, make the pitch. We're looking at startup investments that range from $100,000 maybe all the way up to $500,000. So these are very early stage venture investments, and it's not related strictly to the tech community, but we're trying to find more entrepreneurs and startups that'll be in this digital space, and we hope to encourage people to put their proposals to us.
It's interesting to see corporations doing this. Yeah. Would you hope that other corporations might do what yours has done?
Yeah, so Aurora's doing something similar. We're trying to talk some other companies into joining us in this space. When I look at all the companies in Milwaukee that are the big companies that are investing in digital talent, we think it's a natural for them to join us.
You mentioned how Milwaukee has lagged, frankly, in its startup activity. Right. Why are we lagging behind cities like Minneapolis or St. Louis or Madison? What is it about us that has caused us to be at sort of this disadvantage?
I'm not sure I know. I could speak from Northwestern Mutual's perspective. We're really only in the last 4 or 5 years have been getting heavily into the digital side of technology. We've always had a big IT staff, back office computers, mainframes. But now the consumer-facing element that we have to build out from a digital has been growing at sort of an exponential rate. And so for us, we're relatively late to the game relative to maybe some other cities that have more of a deeper tech thing, but we're going to catch up.
And you're saying that the people you talk to in terms of recruiting talent to Northwestern Mutual, what do they want in the city when they come and visit your corporation?
So when we're recruiting digital talent, these are either people who know how to code or that know how to run digital businesses. Not only do they want a company that's got a great mission where they can expand their skill set and really play where they want to play, but they're looking for a community outside of work too that is focused on digital communities. So startups, venture capital, digital workshops. And so unlike maybe more traditional jobs like an actuary, an investment professional that are aren't looking at that. The digital talent that we want actually looks for the ecosystem outside of work as much as they look inside of the company they're going to work for.
So your company has invested in downtown Milwaukee. You've got 2 30-plus story towers. One's done, your corporate offices, but you've got another one that's on the way. That's a significant investment in the city. Is that somehow related to what you're trying to do in terms of the venture capital fund?
In a way, I mean, from my perspective, Milwaukee's our home. When we looked at where we wanted to expand, we thought we could grow and attract talent to Milwaukee. We looked at sort of the outlying suburbs, but the notion of having a major complex downtown, we thought was more where the younger workers were looking to go, rather than a suburban office, have a downtown office. They live downtown, they work downtown, many of them don't own cars. And so the ability to be in downtown Milwaukee really sort of dovetailed nicely with the workforce we're trying to attract.
And give me a sense of where you think you'll be, or where Milwaukee will be. Maybe it's a larger question. In 5 or 10 years from now, will we be able to compete with the Minneapolises? Will we be able to compete with some of these peer cities?
I think we will, because for 2 key reasons. First of all, the companies that are here are successful companies, strong companies, and they're making this kind of investment. So we're not starting from a position of weakness. We're starting from a position of strength. And then second thing is Milwaukee has a lot to offer. I think sometimes we have almost a chip on our shoulder in terms of our image and who we are. But when we bring people in and they see how easy it is to live here, how easy it is to have a family, how easy it is to get around here, there's a lot of ways that we can attract people here. And so and we're doing it right now. We're hiring literally hundreds of people this year in this space, and we're finding that they're willing to come and work and live in Milwaukee.
John Schliske is the president and CEO of Northwestern Mutual. It's good to have you on the program today.
Thanks for having me,
Thanks very much for being with us.
Appreciate it.
Coming up next on Upfront, a startup success story. The MIT grad who co-founded a monthly wine club, the help he received and why he chose Milwaukee to build his business. And later, learning from loss. Former candidate for governor Mary Burke on starting up a nonprofit and what a failed run for governor taught her.
Upfront with Mike Goucher, brought to you by the American Transmission Company and the Wisconsin Corn Growers Association.